So we're out here and we're in between, well, closer to Williams than we are Flagstaff, and we're looking for the Blair Witch. You can see all these things made out of stick that look like people up in the trees. And we heard something screaming. Not sure it was a Blair Witch or a cow. Now that we're out here by ourselves, and I'm in the process of scaring Linda.
Yes, we are. We're on Old Route 66. Grand Canyon Deer Farm is behind us. It's really cool. We went there once when our kids were young, and it's really cool. So if you're in the area, it's worth going to the Grand Canyon Deer Farm. So we're gonna go to this trail that's near there. It's supposed to be an easy trail. We're only taking Dexter on easy trails because we're looking at having ACL surgery for him. He's been hurting for quite a while, and we've gotten the same diagnosis twice. We realize that's probably what he's going to have.
Yeah.
I'm sure if anyone's turned any kind of weather news on, you've heard that the Southwest is hot and on fire. The other thing that's really strange is this is the rainy season for most of Arizona. We have monsoonal rains in the summer, to the point where 20 years ago we used to turn the sprinklers off all summer because it would rain nicely at least every 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to water anything, and we only have had one rainstorm. One. The whole summer, and we're now into August.
Yeah, and it only lasted a part of a day. That's it.
Like 15 minutes.
Yeah, so that's like a
Keyhole Sink Trail. Snow play.
Is it to the right here?
I don't know. I didn't look at the sign that well. Yeah.
This has got to be it.
So you park in this parking lot across the street from the trailhead. There's this little tiny sign that we missed.
Come on, Dick.
Wonder if there's cattle in here. That's why they have a gate. Because there's all that barbed wire. It's nice. They got these little brochures. Keyhole Sink. There's petroglyphs here. In 2010, vandals defaced the petroglyphs. It took years to successfully remove the graffiti. Never remove any pieces of pottery or other artifacts. Treat sites with respect. This is an area that is considered to be part of the ancestral homeland for Hopi, Navajo, Habasupai, how do you say the other one? Halupai, Zuni, and Yavapai. So they have a spiritual connection to this land. Leave no trace. Take only photographs. Leave only footprints. Cool. Let's go. Arizona does get some water off the Colorado River, but that water is shared with Colorado, Nevada, Arizona, and California, and some of it is supposed to make it all the way to Mexico, which was its original, the original path of that was that water went down to the Sea of Cortez.
Sea of Cortez.
It's getting briny. It's getting really salty. on the Mogollon Rim, we had enough snow this year that all of the reservoirs going into Phoenix, Tucson that feed that area, they're all full, or about 80%, I think I heard. There's a cave over here. You gotta wonder what created that cave. Like, look at how the rocks are. There had to be a bubble. I'm guessing again.
Yeah, make it up as you go. That's one way to do it.
It's my favorite thing to do. If I don't have the answers, I just make them up. But I will look it up, and I will learn. But in the meantime, this is so cool. And we're the only ones here. The cool thing about RV living is that we can go see stuff on the days when other people are at work. Okay, so here's the story. Keyhole Sink is a rare oasis in the Kaibab National Forest. It's a lava flow, so that probably is a bubble. I made it up, but I was probably right. Usually there's water here, especially seasonally, and a lot of wildlife comes here. So this can hold 60,000 gallons of water, probably after snow.
Remember when we were at Bryce and Red Canyon? They said if you smell a tree, it smells like
Vanilla.
vanilla. Well, these ones do too.
Because there's smelly ponderosas everywhere.
Here's number 5 right here.
Number 5, number 5.
Number 5 on your
Yes. Number 5, these are aspen.
So those are aspen.
What is growing on the aspen? Oyster shell scale is an invasive insect species threatening aspen stands across northern Arizona. Look closely at the bark of the aspen trees and you may notice a tiny armored insect feeding on their host plant with mouth parts that are several times longer than their bodies, enabling them. Well, no, it's an actual. Do you see anything moving? Ew. So these are the insects with mouths several times longer than their body, destroying the aspens all across northern Arizona. Yeah, now I see it all over them, and they're dead. They're dead.
Went off trail.
Huh?
Trail right there.
I went off trail.
Yeah.
Don't go off the trail. So there's supposed to be plaques on the trees with numbers that go with this guide. We've only seen one.
Wow.
What's
You
it?
can really smell the vanilla in here.
It's vanilla.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn. So let's see what my COVID nose does.
And that's number 2. That's the one where I saw number 2 right here.
Is it there?
No, it's right there on this.
Oh. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It smells like a cupcake.
Yeah.
It smells like a cupcake or a birthday cake. It's like so vanilla and sweet.
I think the ones that are more that color
Or older.
are the older ones.
Can you identify this ponderosa pine using your sense of sight, touch, and smell? Ponderosa pines are one of the few trees that change color and produce a sweet scent as they get older. So the other one was small that I was trying
Yeah. Like I said, the bigger they are, the more they're going to smell like
Guess
that.
how old this tree is?
It's got to be at least 10 years old.
Give me a better.
I don't know. A couple hundred years?
Exactly. Ding, 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 ding. 200 years. This tree may be as old as 200 years. Their bark changes in color from black to yellow, earning their nicknames blackjacks and yellow bellies. In the spring and summer, the trees give off a vanilla or butterscotch aroma. It is like, it's sweet.
It's like a Werther's.
Yeah.
Butterscotch.
Now I want candy.
Yeah.
Cool. What happened to 3 and 4?
Maybe they cut those trees down and forgot to remove the plaques.
So Jamie says originally he saw the numbers coming this way, but he didn't know.
Well, I only saw the number 2, and I thought that's where they wanted you to go number 2, and I didn't have to go number 2, so I just kind of ignored it.
Okay. Forest you see before you would have likely been unrecognizable 100 years ago. Historical accounts and research suggest this area was once an open grassland with sparse ponderosa pines. Overgrazing has caused the landscape to change. That's why we keep hearing cows and there's gates. Suppression of wildfires, and early timber harvesting.
I think it's right they suppressed the wildflowers.
From the late 19th and early 20th centuries, they over-harvested the trees. Can you guess how old this tree is?
That one?
Yes.
Maybe 75, 100 years old.
How do you know these things? So they used dendrochronology, tree ring dating.
Yeah, that's where you cut the tree and then you look at the rings from the center out, and that tells you the age of the tree.
So they used that in order to determine that this tree is about 100 years old. And what did you use to figure out it was 100 years old?
The forensic show on Netflix.
The 1919 seed germination and policies that suppressed all fires have created a forest that is susceptible to disease and unnaturally severe wildfires. I think that was a really worthwhile hike.
Yeah, for the second time.
So if you're traveling on I-40, just, what was it, about 7 miles east of Williams, Arizona.
Right.
And it's a really short, easy hike. I think it's really a nice break for a family if you're traveling and you need to find a break to get out of the car and stretch your legs. And a lot of educational.
Yeah, you can take your kids and show them some
trees, how old trees are and how they date trees, and petroglyphs. And
you'll be able to find 3 and 4, because we didn't find plaque 3 and 4.
So we found 1, 2, and 5.
1, 2, and 5.
But a lot of history there, and I think it's absolutely a worthwhile stop.
We did not find the Blair Witch, but we did hear cows.
Okay. Hey guys, thanks for watching.
And remember to hit that subscribe button.
And ring that bell.
That way you'll be notified each time we put out a new video.
See you next time.
Thanks for watching.